So you've probably come to this video because you've got an old or bad computer. My name's James2, and I'm going to help you run the most popular Battle Royale game out right now, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, on your old or bad computer. Now the more observant of you will notice I did make a video very similar to this in the past. That video has a few outdated tips, which due to game updates no longer work, and I didn't feature that many in there. I'm featuring over double the amount of tips in this video. Welcome to even more tips to help you run PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So for the first step, we're going to be adjusting the power management settings. So hit the start button, search power and sleep settings, and go into it. From here, in the top right, you're going to go to additional power settings. It will most likely be set on balanced or power saver. And then you should see a little hidden options drop down. Hit that and select high performance, then close it out. For the next step, you're going to go to the File Explorer, go to this PC and right click on it and go to Properties. From here, in the top left, go to Advanced System Settings. Where it says Performance, hit Settings. It should say let Windows choose what's best for my computer. We're going to hit Adjust for Best Performance and hit OK. Basically, this will stop at pointless animations that no one actually cares about and save some CPU per hour for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Then you can hit OK and close it out. This next step will only work for people with an Nvidia graphics card. If you don't know if you have an Nvidia graphics card, right click on your desktop, and if you see an Nvidia control panel, you're good to go. And if you don't, then you either have integrated graphics or an AMD graphics card. If so, then skip to the next step on screen now. For those with an Nvidia control panel, however, the steps for you. So once you've hit Nvidia control panel, wait for it to load. Once it's loaded, go to Manage 3D Settings with Preview. Then you're going to hit the third option, Use My Preference, emphasizing. Now once you've hit that, it will open up a scroller, which you're going to want to scroll all the way to the left, which is Performance. This is a global setting, meaning it will change your whole computer, not just PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, like the previous steps. However, it will, if you are struggling to run PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, this will not only help you run it, but any other game you have, which is awesome because it's kind of a bonus. It will help you run anything else. It does this by making the curved edges more jagged. Once you've done that, just hit apply and move on to the next step. And yes, there are alternatives if you do have integrated graphics or an AMD graphics card, which you should be able to find yourself or Google it if you can't. Anyway, for the next step, we're going to go to Manage 3D Settings, and then go to Program Settings, add TSL Game with the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds logo. Now from here, you're going to follow the settings that I have. Once you've done that, you're just going to hit apply in the bottom right hand corner, and you finish this step. This is just scratching the surface on what stuff I can do, but you can defrag games. So for me it says like 44 games can be defragged to maximize performance. When you launch a game, 15 items will be optimized to boost RAM, and there's also 5 items optimized to speed up system, which will work when you restart the computer. It'll also tell you your rig, so basically if you do not know your parts and you need to, for instance, know your graphics card to then go and download the latest drivers or something, you can find that out here. And it can also go to your games and see all your games as well. The main reason to get the software, other than all the other awesome things you can do with it, is when you launch up a game, it will clear your RAM and it will stop any unnecessary background processes that are going on, which is probably the main reason that you'd want to get it. The next step is a quick one, but you're going to go to your start menu again and search defrag. Go to defragment and optimize drivers, and basically what this will do will allow your hard drive to load textures faster. If you have an SSD, it will not even be a problem, but if you've got a hard drive and it says anything other than 0% fragmented, then you're going to want to hit optimize, and it will allow your hard drive to load textures faster. Alright, so now we're going to want to jump into the game and go over to the settings cog in the top right hand corner. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about these settings, but for me, these are what worked out the best, and they're a little bit surprising. Due to some recent optimizations and patches, these are the settings that result out to be the best. So the first thing is worth considering is always have it on full screen. Full screen windowed and Windows will sometimes up to half your performance, so definitely have it on full screen at 1080p. Then as the quality goes, you want to have the anti-aliasing on high, the screen scale on 100, post-processing on very low, shadows on very low. Shadows is like one of the most FPS affecting factors, so definitely have that on very low. Texture on very low, effects on high. That worked out to be the best. Foliage, you want to have on ultra. There's been the patch where even if people have very low foliage on, they will still see you if you're hiding in a bush, that kind of stuff. So that has been patched now. So foliage you want to put on ultra and it will not affect your frames per second. View distance finally on high. These are the best FPS increasing settings. Now if you do really struggle to run the game even at these settings, you can lower them, but keep the ratios the same, if that makes sense. These are just the best ones at the moment. So once you've done that, just hit apply and hit OK, and your performance should be increased dramatically. Final thing is we're going to go to our library, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, right click on the game and go to properties. Then in the set launch options, we want to make sure this is empty, as due to recent patches, having launch options decreases your frames per second. So keep it empty and hit OK and hit close. That's it for the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. If you did watch my previous one, you will know that there are some big changes in this one and a lot of extras. For instance, the launch options is one big one, and the in-game settings has changed a lot as well. Very important that you don't do any of the ones from the old one and only do things from this video, as the game gets optimized, the ways change, and I'll be sure to make another one of these once the game gets optimized again to keep you guys updated with the latest settings. That's all from me. Goodbye, guys.